The walk starts at St Michael's Church at Tidcombe. Unfortunately, the weather's not very good. St Michael's Church in Tidcombe dates from the 14th century, but was restored in 1882. Now heading up Tidcombe Down. Now following an overgrown track towards the Chutes Causeway. The weather is truly dire despite the forecast of drizzle. I've now joined the Chutes Causeway, which is part of a former Roman road between Winchester and what is now known as Mildenhall. Now along a bridleway near Scott's Poor Plantation. By the way, the last shot of the Chutes Causeway was not the way of the route, in fact it was the other way. The view along the road in the direction of my video was just better. Further along I can see why it's called Scott's Poor Plantation. You can see some trees there. The path itself is like a jungle assault course. Now the bridleway runs along Hippenscombe Bottom. A reasonable view ahead there. Hooray! A nice clear track now along Hippenscombe Bottom. And the weather's slightly better as well to boot. Hippenscombe Bottom is mightily impressive. Just look at those views ahead. Have now turned right into the bridleway known as Breach Lane. Further up Breach Lane with Cleves Copse now on the left. Along Breach Lane the view suddenly opens out to the left. Breach Lane meets the Chute Causeway again. At this point I cross directly over the Chute Causeway. Beyond the Chutes Causeway, the bridleway marches on. I'm due to make a right turn fairly soon. Just made the right turn and I'm now heading for the first of the Chute villages that the walk passes through, namely Upper Chute. At a junction, the walk passes this Wiltshire County Council bridleway sign. Looking across to Upper Chute from the bridleway, and that's the way ahead. It's raining again. St Nicholas Church, Upper Chute. This was entirely rebuilt during the 1860s. Nearing Lower Chute, there's a Wiltshire County Council public footpath sign. The Hatchet Inn, Lower Chute. The War Memorial, Lower Chute. Now about to pass through the hamlet of Chute Cadley. Climbing back towards the Chute Causeway through Conholt Park. The path through Conholt Park emerges at this road junction. There's a straight section of the Chute Causeway. And that is the way ahead. Now walking along a very narrow lane, the view has opened out to the left and the weather has improved significantly. I've now entered Boats Copse. I've now joined the road at Vernham Dean. That's the way ahead. The path leaves the Vernham Dean road by this stile, and that footpath, type of footpath sign, confirms that we've briefly gone into Hampshire. And that is the way ahead. Where the path joins the road, there's confirmation that we're right on the Wiltshire-Hampshire border. Now heading towards Fosbury Iron Age hillfort, the views really have started to open up and the weather's much better. That's the way ahead. There's the view looking back the way I've come. Now at Fosbury Hill, Iron Age hillfort. This hillfort has two concentric rings of banks and ditches, and that type of hill fort is known as a bivallate. Here's a tremendous view of the ramparts at Fosbury Iron Age hill fort. Now off the hill fort and at Fosbury Farm, there are good views looking north towards Fosbury Hill. That's the way I've just come. Over to the left there are extensive views of the coombe known as the Sleigh. And that is the way ahead. The route crosses the Chutes Causeway yet again. That's the way ahead where that sign is. On the final stretch back to Tidcombe, the walk passes the remains of a Neolithic long barrow. Great views ahead, that's the way ahead. Before going back into Tidcombe, I wanted to come up Tidcombe down and get the classic view looking down into the village. It wasn't possible this morning because of the appalling weather. Here it is. Now back at St Michael's Church, Tidcombe, and the end of today's walk.